All right, we are the Hebrew Israelites, and once again, we're in downtown Dallas. I like to call this the San Francisco of the South. All these flaming homos walking around all the time. But we want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you brothers out there doing the work. And like I said, we here in downtown Dallas to preach the word to our people on this sun, to let them know that they are the chosen of the Most High. So they are the ones that need to get their lives right. Because it would behoove them, like I like to say, it would behoove them to do that so that they might be saved, right? But we were once in that same state of mind too. We were out here living crazy, eating pork, doing all kind of wild acts, adultery, stealing. These men that were up here, we all were living that same life too. But when that spirit came upon us, we followed that spirit. We didn't fight it off. We didn't buck up against it. We didn't say our grandmother has the truth. We rolled with that spirit. And if it's the Most High's will, we are of that elect. So go ahead and get that precept for me. Titus 3. You had something to say?
Titus chapter 3, verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish, disobedient, deceived, serving diverse lusts and
that was
pleasures.
us. We was doing celebrating Christmas. We was the one that was treating Michael Jordan like he was some kind of god, Kobe Bryant like he's some kind of god, Jay-Z like he's some kind of god. We was doing that ourselves. But we had to come out of that. When the truth was revealed to us through the Spirit, we came out of that madness. And as you knuckleheads walk up and down this street, the truth is being revealed to you. So if that spirit is on you, you must come out of that madness, or you're going to die, period, point blank. Go ahead.
Living in malice and envy, hateful and hating one another.
That was us. Stealing, lying, bearing false witness, all that madness. I was all over the world, in the military, committing all kind of wickedness and sin. These brothers could have their own testimony, but we were those people too. So we're not saying that we was always in the truth from day one. We came out the womb not eating pork. We had to understand the truth and come into the right frame of mind. So that's what we're trying to present to our people, the truth. And we know for a fact that it's not for everybody, but it is for some. So that's why we out here suffering this foolish act that we doing.
Ephesians chapter 2, starting verse 1. And you have he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins, where in time past ye walked according to the course of this world.
That's right. I was dead for about 28 years of my life. Just a dead man walking, doing all manner of wickedness. The one thing that I didn't do was get a tattoo. But for about 10 years of my life, I kept contemplating. But I never just submitted myself to doing it. But I did all other kind of manners of sin. Adultery, like I said, stealing, all of that. Go ahead.
According to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, among whom also we all had our conversation times past in the lust of our flesh.
We all dealt with that. We all had to deal with the lust of the flesh. Going after women that are married, going after all kind of manner of wickedness. We all had to deal with that. But now is that time to wake out of that sleep. Like Romans 13:11, you get that. Now it's time to wake your ass up. To understand that all this stuff around you is to perpetuate sin. That's what the world is designed to do. But the truth is right here on Main and Acre in downtown Dallas. So you should listen. You should try to understand what we're talking about and not come up here and scoff and come up here and try to buck against what we said.
Fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. But Yahweh, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us,
that's right,
even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us together with the Mashiach.
That's right. The Most High pulled us out of that madness that we were in. The Most High pulled us out of celebrating St. Patrick's Day, pinching somebody that didn't have a green shirt on, celebrating Valentine's Day, 4th of July, Halloween. The Most High pulled us out of that. I'm saying I'm a Christian, Got a Bible in the house, a whole nine, but at the same time I got a bowl of candy waiting for the kids to come by my apartment. That's complete madness. I was doing all that stuff, but I had to come up out of that. The Lord had to raise up my spirit.
By grace ye are saved.
And grace is that time period that the Most High gives you. Grace is that time period. It's that time period that the Most High is allowing you to get yourself together. So it would behoove you to get your shit together. Period, point blank. Like niggas always say, you only live once. So now that you understand, even though you're wrong that you only live once, why don't you do the right thing? You got one chance. Why don't you do the right thing? You saying you're a Christian, saying you're a Baptist or Methodist, you walking around with the book, you got the book on your phone, under your seat in the car, in the trunk of the car, it's your locker room. So why not get into it the right way? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
That's what time it is, to wake your ass up. Wake your ass up and start understanding that this so-called white man is the devil, is Satan. And I'm saying it, you arguing with me, but you never look at the so-called white man, look at his acts. His acts will tell you that he is the devil. Everything that he does is for the benefit of Satan. What he's done to our women and the women of other nations. That's a satanic act to have our women out here walking around like this, with their legs out, with their titties out, completely giving themselves away. The one thing that a woman has is her virtue. Her being a chaste virgin. That's the one beautiful thing that she can have. But Satan pushes her to just give all that away, to turn yourself into a cum bucket. That's what Satan's pushing all over the earth. Satan is in Iran trying to get them people to let their women vote, to let their women wear what they want to wear. It's complete madness. Go ahead.
For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
That's right. And being that is nearer, you need to get your ass up and get ready. Start preparing yourself for battle. Now, how do you do that? You get into this word, you get into these scriptures. Go ahead.
The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness and let us put on the armor of light.
Put on that armor of light. What's that armor of light? The Lord's word and truth. The whole book, which is Yahweh Shah. You got to put that armor on, or you're going to fail. When these tanks start rolling, when martial law hits, what are you going to do? With your 2 guns and your 42 bullets, what you going to do? How is that going to save you and your family? When they're rolling around with an army, National Guard unit, how are you going to stop that? So it would behoove you to understand that you cannot win a carnal war with Esau. You can't do it. He's tapping your phone. He's all up in your bank account. He can close your account. You ain't got no money to go buy your water no more. Your canned goods that you was holding. He done shut all that off. He know exactly where you're going because you still got your phone on you and he's tracking you. There's nothing you can do besides put on that armor of light. That's your only weapon.
This is Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High.
It don't say go and get you a gang of grenades, a rocket launcher, try to get you one of them unarmed or one of them unmanned aerial vehicles. Try to put one of them on layaway. It don't say no shit like that. It's saying get into this book. Understand who Yahweh Shah is. Understand who the Most High is. That's your armor. That's going to save you in that time of when Esau wants to come and get you. That's what's going to save you. Go ahead.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world.
We don't wrestle, like I was bringing out the last example with the Christmas tree. We don't wrestle with the Christmas tree. We don't come out here looking for Christmas trees to knock down. That's not what we're doing. Our fight is with these principalities. Our fight is with those that are saying that Christmas is Jesus' birthday. That's what our fight is with. These principalities that are all nothing but lies.
Yep.
Nothing but lies.
Yeah,
If I can say this too, because basically all these lies, they've basically formed a stronghold or a fortress in America. And the way that we tear down these strongholds of lies is by continuing to constantly profess truth, man. That's the only way in this society where we looked at as low and we don't have no carnal might that we're gonna be able to tear down this big stronghold, man, is by continuing to flood this place with truth, man.
That's right.
You know?
This truth is the only thing that's going to defeat the lie.
Exactly.
That's the only thing that's going to defeat the lie. You can't take a machine gun and shoot the lie. It's not going to work. That's not how the Lord set it up. This is a spiritual warfare that's going on.
Exactly.
And being that it's spiritual, why are you investing so much in carnal things like a pistol and things like that? That's not going to save you. Now, I'm not saying if you have one, throw it all away. If the Spirit is on you to get one, then that's cool. But if you need to understand that that's not what's going to save you.
Exactly.
It's the Most High that's going to save you in that time.
Exactly. Against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's what we're fighting against, spiritual wickedness in high places. Those that are pushing all these wicked doctrines all over our people. Christmas, Valentine's Day, so on and so forth. That's what we're fighting against. And those that are sitting in the high places, they know that we are winning this battle. We caught them in the lie, and we're exposing the lie. But see, we know that we're not going to get the whole world to understand the truth. We're only looking for that number, that 144,000 the Lord chose. That's who we're speaking to. And when that number is sealed, we won. The battle's over.
Just one more verse on here. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
The whole armor. Not a portion of it, not a piece of it, the whole armor. What is the whole armor? The whole armor is Yahushua. So for example, if you don't understand the name and you saying that the name is this, or you saying that the name don't matter, then you don't have the whole armor. And then when that time comes, you're going to suffer. Because you don't have the whole armor on. You got weaknesses in your armor. And Esau is going to find that weakness and exploit you.
2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
That's right. This is a spiritual battle for us. This is a spiritual thing. We're not at home, like I said, stockpiling bullets and ammunition. We're stockpiling this truth. We're stockpiling these breakdowns. We're stockpiling this understanding. Because that's going to be that major ammunition in that time of Jacob's trouble. That's what you're going to need. The understanding of truth. You want to say something?
I was going to say, that's what Yahushua told Peter, man, when they came to take him. He caught the ear of Malchus, but what did he do? He rebuked him. And he said, those that live by the sword are going to die by the sword. And he proceeds to say, don't you know I can call down 12 legions of angels? But the will of the Most High got to be done, man. So we have to trust in Yahweh Yahushua and have faith that he's going to deliver his men and let everything play out according to his will. Not trying to offset what we want and how we feel in the flesh with a damn pistol, which he could easily make that backfire or jam up. You know, spiritual power from on high is not gonna jam up, man. That's gonna be full-fledged 100%. We gonna get that.
That's right.
You know?
Or to flee this place. Get you a passport and flee to Egypt. That's madness. Because the same thing that you're fighting here is gonna meet you head on in Egypt. It's gonna be even worse. Because especially if you leave now and go over there, you leaving from a halfway decent situation to warfare.
Exactly.
That's right. Our people are trapped into the spirit of just wrong and false doctrine. And you're going to have to pay for it. If you're not of the elect, you're going to have to pay for it. If you're thinking that I can go to Jerusalem now and I'll just meet the Lord there, you off. You off. You're not escaping nothing. Through no 747. You're not escaping nothing with your pistols in hand. You're not escaping nothing with your underground bunkers. You're not. The Most High knows everything. He knows exactly where you are more than what the white man knows.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds.
That's right. Our weapons are spiritual. This understanding of the virgin birth, hell, reincarnation, those are our weapons. And that's spiritual. That's a spiritual weapon that's going to do major damage to this system.
Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh, and bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach.
That's right. Casting down all of these vain doctrine, all of these wicked imaginations that these people have come up with. Casting all that down. Not with guns. We don't run into the church house with a grenade and blow it up. We don't do that. We stand on this corner and preach the truth. And the elect hear the Lord's voice and they come to him. And that's what happened with this camp. You had 2 brothers out here. Now you got 20 plus brothers out here. You got some brothers that were removed from the situation. Look at how it just flourished. This is a spiritual battle. This ain't no carnal battle. Jake at home with karate gear, kicking bags and all that, thinking that that's what's going to save him. And that's not going to help you. As many kicks as you do, Satan has done 10 times more than kicks you've done. As many bullets as you have, Satan has 10 times more.
I got one.
Go ahead. Second heavy. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, no, I don't got time.
This is quick. I'm holding second Ezra 9 too.
This is Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
That's right. None of this stuff that these people are coming up with is going to affect the men of the Lord, because they have that mark on it. These ICBM missiles, we don't have to worry about that stuff. If you in the spirit and the Lord is dealing with you, you're not afraid of none of this stuff. You're not afraid of being out here on these highways and byways and Esau just run up and shoot us. You're not afraid of that.
That's right.
Because if you were afraid of it, you wouldn't be out here. You'd be making up excuses and brothers could see it and you'd be out anyway. We are not afraid of anything that is formed against us.
That's right.
Because we are guided by that spirit. We're guided by that light.
Yo, because if I can say this too, man, we got the truth at the end of the day, man. We basically got the instructions of what to do and what's going to happen, really. We already got the forewarning of what's going to happen, man. So that's, like the scriptures talk about in Isaiah the 33rd chapter, that's what's going to make us stable, man. Wisdom and knowledge of the Most High, man. Knowing the name of the Lord, man, because the scriptures talk about that in Proverbs. That's a strong tower that the righteous run into for safety, man. You know? And that's part of putting on the whole armor too, man. Standing and basically proclaiming that name, man. You know, that's also a spiritual stronghold that's gonna tear this place down too, man.
That's right. So you people put on your new shoes and your new clothes, and that's what gives you that confidence to walk around with your head up high, because you got some new Louis Vuitton shoes on. You got the belt and the hat to match. That's what has you niggas with your head up high. But our head is up high because we're filled with the Spirit. The Spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And can't nobody take that away from us. We walk with a full understanding that the Lord is working with me. How do I know that? Because he's blessed me with his understanding. He's blessed me with his truth. It's my job to endure and to hope to be saved. Okay, go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's right, and we go through prophecies all the time. One of the main ones we go through is the chip. All of this stuff is coming to pass. And we're explaining it to you. We're breaking it down so that a kindergarten school kid can understand. But you people, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But we're doing our job. We've measured the time. And we know that it's that time for the Lord to come and deal with the earth.
That's right.
Not with a flood, but with fire. With a major ass whooping for the earth. And the 2/3, these other nations, the so-called white man, it's over. It's over. You had your time. It was all fun. The British Empire, what they say, the sun never set on the British Empire. The Romans ran the whole thing. The Persians did their thing. The Medes did their thing. Babylonians, Egyptians. You had your fun. But now it's time for